How do you feel about Sam being tortured again?
I wasn't surprised when I read it, though I always tease the writers. We went and had a writer meeting with Bob and Andrew and Eugenie, and I was like, really, guys? Like, who did I piss off? Like, just tell me what I did, tell me who I pissed off, and I'll apologize so I quit getting tortured. We just did a lot of torture stuff this past week, and I'm actually, like, legitimately bruised and bloodied up from it. Like, the top of my foot is all cut because I'm barefoot and the floor wasn't kind, so Jared is getting too old for this. I feel like, is it Indiana Jones, where he's like, I'm getting too old for this shit. It's fun work to do. I mean, for me, it seems like a badge of honor or trust that they're giving me such difficult stuff. That's how I justify it. I'm like, well, maybe they believe in me because they keep giving me stuff. But as far as where it fits in the story, I think it's neat because I think we see Sam in a funny position where he's like, wait, y'all are British men of letters? We're on the same side. Like, what's going on? And it kind of echoes a lot of what's going on in the world as we speak, where we're all after peace and prosperity, people except for this guy. But they have a very different way of going about it. And Sam and Dean aren't used to being told what to do or how to do it, or answering to any sort of hierarchy. So the British men of letters is much more structured and regimented. It's very foreign to the boys. And they didn't start off on the right foot, obviously, getting shot and tortured. Yes, sorry.
Season 11, we didn't really get to see an end of Sam's faith arc. Because we didn't get to see conversation between Sam and God.
Yeah.
Do you think that happened behind closed doors? Do you think Sam was just good, God's here, I'm good?
I don't think that happened. I don't think Sam necessarily had a choice with the darkness kind of getting so powerful so rapidly, and with God being injured, I think it became sort of like a triage, like, let's try and get this solved, and then if there is an echo and if everybody's safe afterwards, then we'll talk. And in a nice way, as a fan, part of me wishes that happened, or wants that to have happened, or wants to see it. But as a lover of storytelling, I'm almost happier that it didn't happen and that it's like the beautiful tragedy. Like you watch a war movie and in the middle of a conversation someone's shot and you're like, but they never did, so there's a weird bittersweet, like and I try to remember that Supernatural is not always about like the rosy ending, and sometimes there's going to be some shit and unanswered questions, and that's life. And that's Sam and Dean's life, and that's the beauty of the tragedy that we get to portray for Supernatural. So, yeah, I guess I would think it didn't happen. Yeah, that's all.
Is there, at this point where, 12 years in and you guys have done so much of everything, but is there like one particular kind of storyline or one-off or anything that you guys have talked about wanting to
A lot of one-offs. I mean, we like the one-offs for sure. I'm actually really excited to this year get to play a son. That sounds strange because I know John Winchester's been on the show, but Sam and John weren't father-son. It was like, why'd you do that? It was contentious headbutting. They didn't get along. Sam, from the second he could, he left. I'm done with this life. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I'm going to Stanford, doing my own bit. So Sam doesn't have any of those issues with mom, even though, ironically, it's probably more mom's fault than dad's fault that we are where we are. It was her lineage. That was the hunting family. But Sam now has a mom who he loves, but he doesn't know, so he cares for her, but he doesn't know how to care for her, what she needs, and vice versa, and she's a hunter. So, like, if the boys are going to go on a hunt, she's not going to be like, all right, guys, call me when you get home. Here's a sandwich. She's going to be like, all right, I'm in. Like, what do we do? And I think Sam's going to be like, whoa, like, let's, mom, like, we've lost you before. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic, and one that to the best of my recollection, I don't think I've really been able to play, which is bizarre after 241 hours of television as a character having something that you haven't yet done. So I guess I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you, guys.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.